it's kind of a party. I mean, it's 50-50, right? If you guys want a new character, that'll be fine. It'll just it'll slow down combat a little bit. You'll have to split, the lore, not lore, but the characterization stuff like that. So pros and cons, but I'm open to it. It's whatever. Long, long as it's not you know, if we're doing a fun campaign, I wouldn't mind a character like God, what's brain farting his name? Caleb.
Yeetus.
Oh no, never. No,
But
no. This
if
guy is
he's
not like that.
yeah,
He's actually probably more heavy. I mean, he's more into D&D than most people I know. So
there you go.
very dedicated person.
So if he joins up, we could run him through the character creation, the lore, and all that.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, for now, it'll just be us.
For now, does anyone remember what happened last time on D&D? Been a while.
It was years ago.
Let me see here. What was the last thing we did? Continuing through the dismal lands and feeling trapped by the overwhelming, overshadowing fog, we come to a landmark called the Lunar River. Fast-paced rapids lay before us. After surviving and escaping a deathly jellyfish, thank you,
Oh
Garrett,
yeah.
you fucking
Fucking
slime
Garrett.
skull. We rest for a few
Wow.
days before reaching our next town. Upon
Pretty sure
coming
the
to
jellyfish is actually Strahd in disguise.
Yeah.
Apparently, dude.
Upon coming to a tree outside the city, we find a man chained to the tree with a padlock. We use the key, but the man is yelling for us to stand back. The man is named Hector outside of Berez. After successfully persuading him, he has joined our party, and we find out that he is a werewolf.
Yeah, wow. I could not have said it better myself. Um,
I
yeah,
take
I
notes,
think
yo.
couldn't have said it better myself. Let me think. Yeah, you got the big parts. Let me see. Is there anything else? After a disastrous encounter with a death's head squid, you barely pick yourselves up. Ixalan, did you get a chance to think about your scar? It can be your choice, flavor-wise, but there is no escaping it. And I would err it on the side of gruesome versus like cool and handsome, because it did give you some more intimidation.
Um,
James,
uh,
is that Ghost James?
let me see.
Ooh.
I swear I heard a whisper from James.
I didn't put down that I had. No, I didn't put down that I had. No, I do. Okay,
Hear me now?
barely.
Barely.
Yeah, just barely.
Is it like far away? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Sean
sound like
got
you're
my
hiding in a
computer
jar somewhere.
deleted, and like he fucked all of my Discord stuff up. He had it on push to talk, which is why my fucking mic wasn't working. By the way.
Wait, who did that?
Sean.
Sean. I thought you said John. I was like, I don't think John came to your house, bro.
All right, what about now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better.
Um,
Is that normal or loud?
That's good, man.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, cool. Motherfucker. All right.
I must say that it goes from uh, right eye, corner inside by the eyebrow, down, curves underneath, lining along the cheekbone, and down to the backside of the jaw.
Damn. So a big ass lash mark across your entire face, pretty much.
Did you almost
One
die?
side of
You
it.
said it's a sizable
did die.
scar.
Yes. Being knocked unconscious, he got a pretty horrific scar from one of the barbs. Um,
Oh,
though,
the jellyfish.
though
No,
he
that
wasn't
was
as
we were fighting the flesh doll.
I don't
yeah, I
remember a
think
flesh
so.
doll.
Yeah, I think
You
so.
don't remember the all the cantaloupe puss jokes we were making because the bones were inside of the fucking coffin maker's.
Oh,
Well,
that
was
one.
the most
Oh,
No, I did. I actually did not pass out the
Yeah, I
last
thought
few
you didn't.
times.
I thought you
No.
didn't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, just catching up on injuries. Ixalan had rolled a gruesome scar that actually gives him a little more intimidation. So he so decrees it is a giant lash going from his eye down to his left side by the jawbone, all the way across his face, giving him an almost patchwork look.
How
Um,
how much more intimidation?
I believe it was 2 plus 2 more.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Skill miscellaneous bonus. 2.
I think otherwise it was pretty mundane with the knockouts.
Alright.
James had gotten over his finally. Let's see what else.
I remember befriending the werewolf man.
Yes, encountered the
that.
man Hector as stated.
Oh, we did make friends with the werewolf guy.
Yeah,
We all
everyone was
thought James was
surprised I
gonna
didn't kill him.
murder him.
Yeah, Hector. Though in character, you only had suspicions and heard rumors about what might be afflicting him. So, but still, you decided he was worth saving.
He's actually got weird diabetes.
I mean, at this point, have we like spent some time with him and he's been like, yeah, it's totally a werewolf.
You're about to,
Okay.
possibly, maybe. It's your choice, really. After a long, basically fight therapy session, you appealed to his morality, as well as that Strahd's domain, death is rarely the end. He would just be a tool to hurt even more people if he was not cured of his curse. It took him a little while for him to come around, but you did indeed, as Ixalan said, made a new friend, Hector. You invited him to join you, and Hector decided to use his rage, his sorrow, and despair into a source of good to cure himself and to help others stay safe from monsters like him. You find yourselves not too far from the Luna River. In this land of death, you can sometimes hear the river lapping hard and fast against the ominous silence as you walk in the opposite direction from it. Where once was a populous trade area, a fish-filled, healthy river along some beautiful forest land, it is now a desolate grave, mostly abandoned. Trade, fishing, and other lumber industries far too dangerous to keep going. You pass abandoned houses and small cottages along the trade road, large farmsteads not too far off, with the dead fields surrounding them. Um, all in the land of the cursed, gray, rotten Barovia. You see a few wolves, large and mangy looking, picking over a bone in the front door of a smashed up homestead. Oh, poor bastard. But after some time of travel, it is again time to rest. Hector helps make camp, of course, and is quite good at it. He makes a lean-to sort of thing with cloth, sets it up fairly quickly, as well as shaping a fire bed that will last a good while. Irina puts down some. Irina takes time to put down some clothing from her pack, some old clothing, and she unfurls her large map. And she places a few stones in the corners to make it hold fast. She begins tracking where you are with her finger and seeing where your next stop will be. What do the rest of you do with this downtime?
I think I am going to go look for any kind of like do some foraging maybe.
Okay.
See if there's anything growing nearby that we can use, if
Sure.
there's anything.
Absolutely. Give me a survival. What about you, Ixalan? And
With a 17.
Sorry, my headset like disconnected. I heard none of it.
okay.
We're making camp.
Cool.
Yeah.
Am I rolling survival?
No, it's just whatever you want to do. It's so your friend Hector, your new friend Hector, had made camp with you. He is a ranger and he's quite good at it. Irina is looking at the map. Patches has gone out foraging. What are you two doing? Just with your
You
downtime?
you rolled with that if and been mezd thing, didn't you?
If what?
It's a fucking guy from Divinity.
Yeah.
He's a werewolf who is a ranger.
Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah.
Play the Lone
He also
Wolf
lives in the
campaign.
woods, so I didn't know of too many other professions he could be.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with that.
He could be a wood warlock, I suppose. That'd be pretty
Let
cool.
Garrett play whatever character he pretends he wants to play.
Are there like any like near or adjacent to where the campsite is? Are there any trees or anything?
Yeah.
We're in the woods, man, aren't we?
It's wood-ish.
Also, I
This
was
is
making sure how big the tree was instead of just like some fucking tree.
I'm
off to the
Woodish
side.
as well.
I'd call it more of a grove. This used to be a well-populated,
Grove.
well-lived-in land. but now it's kind of fallen into disarray. There's
Alright.
lots of clear spaces, but still some trees remaining.
I want to find a tree that is kind of enough to where I can actually set up like a perch to sit up there to watch over the camp in
Oh,
case
okay.
someone wants to. If need be, there's someone that can surprise other people.
That is no problem for you at all. Just a matter of spending a few minutes doing it.
You know what? Might help if I get my dice out.
Nah.
Guess you could roll perception to see like the perfect spot.
Usually you just see if mac and cheese is done.
Then Calgath, are you doing anything?
No.
Um,
No.
I
That's
guess
crazy.
I'll spend some more time with the werewolf man,
I
try and get his
can't.
get some more of his backstory.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'll be
That's
right
Keep
a-
that
back.
in mind.
That's a 22 on perception.
Yeah. You find the perfect little crux of a tree that is like well leaved from below, so anyone entering the camp, not expecting you to be there, would not see you, but you could see them.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna be up in this tree for the remainder of the night. So I will take one of the watches. So I guess let me sleep for the first part of the night. Then I got the rest of it.
Yeah, you're close enough to hear talking. Maybe, I mean, people could maybe whisper, but they got no reason to yet.
That works for me.
Then we'll give
Just-
Patches just a moment to do whatever he's doing.
Let the party
She
know
came in
that
saying he needs to check and see if the mac and cheese is ready. So it's very important business going on. Here.
Just throw it against the wall.
Yes.
Just stirring that mac and cheese.
That's what the kids call it these days, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Is it
Get
ready?
in there stirring that mac and cheese.
Yeah, fucking macaroni and cheese. Alright.
Give me your survival.
I
You
did. It
did.
was 17.
17. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's pretty good. There's various mushrooms and roots. Not a good selection as the ground is cursed and dead, but you can supplement the rations quite well and make it a little less miserable. But nothing groundbreaking necessarily. No souffle this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just seeing if I had anything that I could, supplement with.
You guys are in a pretty good spot. Spirits are high after having such a disastrous encounter a few days ago. The camp is looking nice. The food is cooking and full. Has some flavor differences and not just hard, salted meat this time. Ixalan's watching over everyone. The spirits are high. As you all sit around the fire, sit, rest, eat, talk. You air out your boot-beaten feet, well calloused now, though still some spots have painful blisters rubbed in. The fire does its best to beat back the inky darkness of night, though it feels like sometimes there's just this abyss awaiting you a few feet outside of camp during the night hours. The moon is waning above, about 2/3 full now. No reason, just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah.
No
Um,
reason.
It can be hard to see through the wispy tails of the cursed fog that hold this land like a cage. As you're all sitting around, Hector asks all of you, "So, were all of you born in Barovia?"
No, my brother and I were born far away in a much different place.
I was about to be like, yeah, that's all up to you, man.
Ixalan, you can hear people talking. You can feel free to join in if so desired.
I'd say yeah. Yeah, I was born in Barovia, but I don't like to disclose where at. Kind of.
So I can be
He-
mysterious, goddammit.
No, not mysterious. I just want my family to be safe. Actually, they already have enough with all the death and dismemberment going on and having to deal with that shit. So I don't need more being sent their way.
Hector kind of gets a faraway look in his eyes. He's like, "Yeah, that is the most important thing." Um, Irina says, "Yes, I was born in Barovia. I lived in the city proper. It is also called Barovia. If you guys didn't fit that too, it's like New York kind of thing. The city where you started." Um, he says,
I thought it would be called Strahd.
You'd think with his
Strahd
ego.
loves Strahd like Kanye loves Kanye.
You'd think with his ego. He said, "Oh, okay. Mixed bag. I see. What did you all do before?"
I'll
Well,
let you answer that one, James.
What did I do before I came here?
Yes.
Well, I forget my backstory actually.
Oh my God,
That hit to your head was really hard.
bro, you don't even know.
I don't
So-
know if we ever hashed out what happened to our father as far as storyline went.
Now's the time.
he left
Well,
one day to get some
I
cigarettes and never came back.
So, I'll just say,
I
so
do
before we
wear
came
his
here,
orcish
we
jawbone
were
on my face.
part of a group that, a tribe that was, did we decide if we were doing the orc tribe or whatever?
I don't know.
Hello?
I don't know.
We can hear you.
Hang on, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah, well. It's this headset. Did we decide that we were the part of the orc tribe?
It doesn't matter to me. My character is kind of like an orc wannabe. He looks mostly like an elf, but he is a half orc.
All right. Well, we were both. Our parents were half orc. Our parents were an orc and an elf, and we lived with them until they passed away, and then we were raised by the tribe. And
Hmm.
although one of us,
They probably picked on me for looking pretty much like an elf.
well, you can tell them that as you have the ability to do so.
I was always treated as lesser for looking mostly like my elf mother.
It was because I was a weak bitch.
He says, I've read a lot about elves, but being from Barovia myself, I've never met an orc. I see your size and muscle is nothing to be disregarded."
Patrick's all like, "That's right, bitch."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ixalan, do you have anything to say at this query?
Well, and the reason why I don't want to send any trouble my parents' way is because, well, they're morticians. My family owned a morgue and dealt with all the cremering and.
They were also cannibals. No one knew that.
His brother, actual cannibal. Shia
Shia
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
My cousin, it wasn't a coincidence. My cousin ran a hot dog stand on the corner.
No, my parents, they deal with all the coronary things as well as the aftermath, and
Wait, coronary or
yes, they're coroners as well as morticians.
right? But a coronary is a part of your body.
Patrick, shut up, they're in character.
Yes, I was a grammar policeman in my last life.
So,
can't help.
try not
who I
to
am.
send too much over to their way or release where they were, because you never know what secrets the body tells.
Corner. Oh yes.
Yeah, and those hips don't lie. You know what I'm saying?
They do that coronation.
Well, nowadays that profession is bound to make a lot of money, I hear. Irina says after you guys says, well, I was born in Barovia. My father was a nobleman, but Strahd took that all away from me. And following that, Hector asks you all, is that why you've all come together? Get revenge for this, or are you running from Strahd?
No, we just like hunting fucks and capes. You know.
Last year it was Batman. Oh,
Every time we meet Strahd, we keep asking if he likes to see his reflection, but he doesn't ever answer us.
Well, Irina answers a little more seriously. She gives her spiel again, of which you already know. She kind of gets into it. Yes, we're not running from Strahd, we're running to him. Um, Ostensibly, my late brother and I hired these, and she points to you, all as guards to keep Strahd away from me. But more realistically, we are all allies in the fact that without dealing with Strahd, there is no hope for anyone. Um, Hector laughs at this, and he says, "You saved me from a death wish, and we're going to kill Strahd." I like it.
what's so funny, motherfucker?
Like, please don't kill yourself. Let's go fight Strahd. He'll do it for you. um,
You ever heard of
Hector
that guy
asks,
called Van Helsing? Guy's an
no,
ass.
they don't have that housing here. Hector asks, what does Strahd want with you?
Sexy body.
Which, unless you guys have to chime in, that would be Arena's question.
Yeah.
Um, she says, I do not know, but he has been obsessed with me since I outgrew childhood. He would torment me. People I cared for would end up dead. He would insist he had to have me, and would haunt my night and my nightmares. And as I got older, he got more insistent. My father was killed. My brother was killed. Only I am left. Um, Hector nods solemnly. He seems to know that feeling quite well.
Hector, do you know who the Goblin King is? Strahd's basically the Goblin King to Arena, except for more DC Universe.
Yeah, way more evil. Less bulge, too. No one can beat that bulge.
Hey, you don't know. You don't know. We might get there and Strahd might be walking around in a fucking Gomez Adam fencing outfit and
He wishes.
Yeah.
Me just trying to enjoy the labyrinth, and then it's got like the picture of something else like right in front of their face, and it's like what's his name's Bulge.
Like, god damn!
That's exactly what that movie's like, man. Oh man, this is really holy shit. That's
Yeah, Lee. You
God.
better have a sock in
damn.
there, or else I'm afraid for your fucking lovers.
what are you talking about? David Bowie's my Halloween idea.
So, jokes aside, Irina and Hector seem to have a very serious moment where they think about how they are the only ones remaining of their families. And, uh, through either really direct action or indirect action, Elstrahd's fault. Um, as well as you all being trapped here.
Yay.
The mood at camp gets a little lower.
Wah, wah.
Any other RP wanting to happen? Hector's just kind of sitting there looking into the fire, presumably remembering his family, as is Arena. Anyone else got anything to say?
I'll ask him, is there anything, would you like to talk to us about your past? I'm sure that you have things that you would rather keep a secret, and that's understandable. But if you'd like to share with us about yourself, then we would love to hear. We'd love to listen.
Um, he sighs kind of deeply and he says, well, my daughter was about 6. She wouldn't listen to a word I said no matter what. I would start to tell her to do things so she wouldn't do them. Um, like, hey, you better go to that flower patch immediately. I knew that there was, there were a lot of bees there or something, just so she would avoid it, despite me. Um, he starts telling the story, you know, uh, the cute and quirky things his daughter had, and he stops a few words in, and he seems to not want to continue.
I'll nod and just mind my own fucking business from here. I'm not gonna harass the guy into talking about his dead kid. That's fucked up.
It's probably healing for him. This takes time.
Yeah, I got one. Hector. At at what point should we be worried for the cycle of the moon? How should we handle when it gets closer to
Whenever I
that
start
time?
asking you what you fucking taste like, goddamn,
Where are the drugs?
where are the other drugs going?
Where are the drugs? Where's my can of Tony's?
In character, Hector did not put 2 and 2 together about the cycle of the moon. He had no reason to really track it. So he doesn't know what you're talking about.
So he doesn't know what he is.
Wait. Can I roll to see how much knowledge we have about like werewolf shit?
Lycanthropy?
Like,
I think the closest thing that would be Arcana. It's kind of weird. It's
Yeah.
esoteric. It's a
no,
curse.
I wasn't entirely sure. I know that it's a curse, but
Yeah, I
didn't
missed.
know. Oh,
I
nat
missed
20.
Pathfinder with the knowledge local.
Nat 20. Apparently, I know lots about were things.
Since you
B,
found
Like
out
where
about
they at?
I'm working on being a weird thing myself. Ha ha. Mhm.
Well, skill checks aren't a guaranteed success, but you have had a little experience with the were-ravens and getting close to them, as well as probably just hearing stories from your childhood, and that's kind of a common story to scare kids and whatever. Thinking of it as real or not, in character, you would probably know that.
Yeah, I hear those fucking kids, Hansel and Gretel, get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they got diabetes. That's their goddamn trouble.
Yeah, just remembering from what you've heard as a kid in like storybooks and such, you can remember the cycles of the moon being a problem. Um, full moon beware, he's coming for a scare, something like that. Some kids rhyme shit.
I believe that sounds very familiar.
Garrett, if you just went with like the fucking Lugaroo story.
No, have you been
One of the
watching the
good ones?
Goosebumps show?
No.
No.
That's
I'm
exactly what
infected.
that's from.
I'm not watching that.
I just rhymed.
It's reader beware, you're in for a scare.
Oh, that I remember. Yes.
Yeah.
And the dog gets the yellow eyes, and it's the worst
Yeah.
like
It's
Photoshop.
like, ooh, I wish my dog. I always saw that and was like, I wish my dog did that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's some guy on a billboard's hair falls out or some shit.
Yeah. They did some.
Whoa, scary.
Dun,
They
dun,
definitely
dun,
had some
dun, dun.
strange shit going on. That's for sure.
So, clear as you look up to the waning moon, you realize that in a couple of days this might be a problem.
I want to ask him. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about your condition?
Says yes. It seems to be a nightmare. I'll become unable to control myself, as though something else was moving my body. I'll be racked with a high fever, as well as my heart will race like the pounding of a beating drum, so fast I think it's going to explode from my chest. And just as the culmination of this sickness takes me, I wake up, and it is sometimes days later, sometimes only hours. Either way, I'm usually miles away from my home, covered in blood, completely unknown to what I did the previous, didn't know what he did.
Are you sure you're not a were butcher?
So let me get this
Oh
straight.
God! I
Garrett.
woke up and I was selling steaks. It was fucking nuts.
You're telling me this guy turns super furry and starts yiffing out of his fucking mind, and then blacks out during it.
Just like a real Wolverine.
Starts glomping people at conventions.
Hey,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how you're doing werewolves, but they're supposed to be the exact opposite of whatever their alignment is. So there's actually some good werewolves out there. I don't even know what that involves, but it's
That's
like,
a
what are they, like cleaning up houses and shit?
Made werewolves? Oh
Ferociously.
man, you might be onto
Ferociously,
something.
though.
Ferociously cleaning.
Yeah.
Ferociously helping the poor.
James is wakening things up in himself. I never knew how much I needed a dog to clean my house. God
Hey,
damn.
whatever. I was talking about you making fun of my werewolf hair last night.
Werewolf hair? Oh, your back hair?
On your
Yeah.
toes.
Yeah.
Fucking
No, he-
Caleb was over here last night. He was in town because of work. He just stayed one night, and he was like, "Do you have a razor, James?" I was like, "You and fucking Patrick,
Bruh,
like uncontrollably trying to shave my fucking back hair."
dude, you look like a werewolf, man. I'm just being straight with you.
Ladies love it.
What?
You don't even know, man.
They run
No,
their
I
hands,
don't.
grab their shoulder, grab his hair, and run his shoulders.
Yeah,
Look
there
like
is.
grips.
That one.
Ah.
Yeah, no one can see it.
Well, everyone else is like,
I
"Fucking
don't.
shave
I
that
don't
shit,
want
you
that.
nasty motherfucker."
Oh, I don't want to eat that. I don't like macaroni and cheese.
What? How do you not like mac and cheese? It's like the two simplest things.
Kraft mac and cheese is nasty, man. Tastes like poverty.
What about hot Cheetos Kraft mac and cheese?
It tastes
Oh,
like
actually,
poverty.
I never eat it. Literally never eat it.
Oh man.
Oh.
okay, here.
All right. Thanks. I thought we would have those mushrooms, man.
Mushrooms are good.
I love you.
I love you.
Without nothing extra, not arguing away from us, Lily smashed up an avocado all over the table, all over the chair, all over herself, then proceeded to rub it all over Gigi.
What did she rub it? What was she rubbing? The mac and cheese?
That sounds fun.
So you can put the mushroom.
Okay.
Hey,
Uh,
what was she rubbing
Thank
all
you.
over the cat?
Thank you so. Hey, thank you so much for making me dinner. That.
I hate it, but thanks, I guess.
Oh,
Give me
God.
this.
you guys-
I don't have the camera on. No one can see your titties. She's like, "Is that camera on?" I was like, "Yeah, it's on." She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I was like, "No, it's not on."
just like it was last night, baby.
Anyway, let's continue.
Let's. So, sitting around the fire, talking, chatting. He gives you as much information as he can, though he kind of doesn't know what's happening to him. Hence his kind of a crazy reaction to it, wanting to kill himself in any way he can. But unless there's anything else.
Nah, let's just
Nothing right now.
I'll just tell him let's keep an eye on how you're feeling, man. Just keep us updated on your
You feeling okay there, buddy? You feeling okay?
Check in,
Can I get you something?
You see him chewing on a shoe. You gotta put him down.
give us updates on how you're feeling, buddy.
Give me whoever is going to watch camp. Give me their perceptions.
I'm gonna go to sleep for the first 4 hours since that's all I need, and then the rest of the night I'll stay up and watch.
I'll watch the first 4 hours.
All right, you too.
This ought to be disastrous. Let's roll it and see. 21.
Galgath, you take watch. Hello.
That's Josh.
Hello.
Yo.
As soon as he gets Discord working.
Galgath, you take watch. You're quite aware. Maybe it was something from the conversation, or maybe it was just something you heard in the woods, but you feel very alert. So much so you have trouble going to sleep.
It wasn't the cocaine in the food, though.
You feel as though if you don't temper your fear, it might start to weigh on your health. But otherwise, nothing happens. What about you, Ixalan?
Ooh, that's gonna be a 19 there, sir.
About the same for you. A little less extreme, but in your tree perch, you can see a good. You can kind of see into the grove behind you, which isn't too crowded with trees. You can see past, and you can see all around the camp. It's mostly calm. Nothing happening.
Ooh, that looks really good.
Hey, can y'all hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yes, but you
can
sound
now.
like you're hiding in a box.
I don't know about how to get all this shit working.
I mean,
It's
we
all
can still
good.
hear you.
Let's see. What else? Onwards. Led by Arena, your first stop on this long walk is the settlement of Berez. Tiny and quaint, nestled in a small valley, the wet climate and low elevation leaves Berez quite swampy most of the time, especially during the rainy seasons. A huge, no longer functional windmill looks down upon the small town from a hill. The town itself has loosely defined borders. Several gypsy camps and carriage houses pop up here and there. Um, there isn't a lot. This is a far cry from the larger city of Wallachia, which you just left. Um, as you walk in, many of the gypsies give you wary, intense looks as you pass by. Let's see what else. I have pictures of the town if so needed, and roll 20.
Oh shit.
We don't see the
Some of these fucking notes I'm
the
writing.
oh god, what's her name? We don't see the weird lady who made us do the tarot stuff by
The
chance,
lady in
do
the
we?
cart,
Yeah. Do we
who's
see
basically Boblin the Goblin. No.
her? Yeah,
Nope.
do we see we don't see her? Oh, that's
Not.
unfortunate.
She's
I was
too
gonna see
special.
if she wanted to get together and chat.
She knows too much.
She's been murdered.
Getting to town, like I said, there's not a lot here. A few businesses, carpenter, leather workers, some farmers on the outskirts trying to make the cursed ground work. There's a tavern in the center-ish of town called the Early Bird. Give me a perception check, one of you.
That is 13.
25.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
Oh,
God.
jeez.
Good God.
So specifically not clear. As you're walking through the sticky, muddy clay that's on the ground, the tavern doors are open, and you can see what seems to be a pretty vicious fight going on. Two people are brawling pretty intensely, one pushing another against the table and punching hard into his face, the other person trying to right themselves, keeping his hands up, seemingly kind of experienced with fisticuffs. They're really going at it.
This is in like a tavern setting.
Yes.
Man, I can't wait to forget about
I,
what I'm
I
writing
won't.
down.
I won't
and-
step in. I'm just gonna kind of. I'll just go up to the bar and order some beer.
I'm gonna
listen-
forget all the notes I'm writing, so when I read it next week, I'm gonna piss myself laughing.
It's the best way to take notes. How I always take notes.
You don't
Yeah.
take notes.
But when I do,
A friend named Alec who's famous for doing that. He's like, shoved Dick Wizard up his rod, killed him, asshole. And it's like 2 weeks later, we're like, what does that mean? Are you guys gonna let them to their own devices? I assume.
Caligap's
guys
gonna
fighting?
take care of him.
Oh my god.
nah, I'll let him fight.
I don't know what's going on because my mic cut out, and I didn't get it because it was basically my perception in real life didn't work.
They're
unless
fighting.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
get too
yeah.
rowdy and like bump my drink out of my hand, then I'll fuck them.
You know,
As you enter, one of them shoves the other one hard against a big circular table. You see his back kind of go in a cruel angle as he bends backwards with the hard shove. From this, he falls back on the table and falls onto the ground, giving up. The other guy goes to leave. But
What is the guy who's leaving? What does he look like?
normal human.
Normal human? Okay.
like he looks like
Oh,
a
you-
bitch.
Looks like a winner.
Who's
Inside the
gonna fuck
tavern,
that guy's wife.
a few patrons happily eat and drink and chat. Thick clayish mud is tracking on the floor from when you first enter, but dissipates as you get farther in. An old woman runs the bar. She has thick lines of gray going down to the back of her black hair. Her scalp, specifically, is turning quite gray. The small countertop is lined with what looks like perfectly made pastries.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Give me a perception check as well as you enter, taking it all in.
I don't see anything. It's
19.
a 7.
Um,
I'm just following everybody with my fucking eyes closed right now.
24.
Okay, same song and dance as the last one. Yeah. Clear. Maybe you got some mud in your eyes or something.
He's blinded by the barkeep.
Clearly, I don't have eyes in my eyes. That's for fucking sure.
So big things to see in the bar. The pastries, which look absolutely delectable. You're not used to seeing pastries in a while. That's for damn sure. Um, on one side of the wall of the bar, is this uh, uh, like this I don't want to say cork board. I don't know if that's like fitting for the time, but it's that kind of style. It's this big section of the wall. It's covered in many pictures, most written to say missing, and they all are children. There are about a dozen or so on there, some old and tattered.
I'm not eating those fucking pies.
It looks like the
Oh
two
my god.
are a brother and sister pair named Frederick and Mark. Looks
Oh,
like the
it's
newest one.
Hansel and Gretel. That's fantastic.
I thought Hansel and Gretel did like candy.
Um,
Oh no, they lived in a candy house.
As you enter, the bartender lady, kind of pudgy, older, she says, "Welcome, welcome. Need an escape from the dark? Try a dream pastry."
Fuck off, lady.
I'll be
Not
like,
eating
what's in the
kids.
pie? What's in the pies?
She's like, "Well, this one is blueberry. This one's cinnamon. This one's plain.
Child
so on,
dick.
so
Delicious.
on and so forth."
Did you really just take like the whole Earthbound and make that shit?
What? That's
There's a
What-
part
pretty
where you
common
there's a
folk tale
part
of
in
children being
Summers.
eaten alive.
No, there's a part in when you go to Summers. There's a chick that you have to meet in a club, and she's actually a pastry maker who has a cart out on the beach that makes magic truffles that cause you to fucking hallucinate and go into a dream state.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell me they had a character that sold you people pies.
No, they're not meat. They're not meat pies.
Well, that's gross, and I'm not
You
eating
guys are
weird
making a
pies.
whole lot of assumptions. All she did was offer you some pastries. Do you understand?
Yeah, because that bitch is eating kids.
What?
But look,
Wait.
Here's
What
just a
made you
jump.
assume this lady's cooking children?
okay,
No, we're in
clearly saw it. There's
fucking-
a fucking there's a missing children board behind the counter.
Not
James.
just that, the president is a vampire.
President.
So in this scenario, she's Epstein?
He's what?
Epstein.
She's Epstein.
Klein's friend? That was pretty
I can't even fucking hear.
I will purchase a pie.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
They're fairly expensive. 1 gold.
Holy
damn.
shit, lady.
That's a lot for a child's life.
Well, yeah, you're buying a fucking
What'd you-
kid.
The way you price these pies, bitch, it's almost like you had to kill somebody to make them. No.
She says, happily, everyone's pretty happy in here.
Yeah. Look, just because you put fucking LSD in the pies doesn't make the fact that you're eating babies, any fucking better.
Well, I didn't make them, but if
Oh, you don't make them, huh? Who makes them? Who makes the pies,
The
lady?
children that we enslaved to make them.
Yeah.
How,
It's one of
how
them.
is it? It's literally best.
whoa,
What?
full robot.
Oh.
What?
Hey, I'm gonna ask the lady. Do you happen to know why all these children have been going missing? Is there any reason, or do you know what could cause it?
She says, yeah, it's pretty sad.
I didn't ask if it was sad, you old bitch. I said, is there a reason?
So I'm
What's
sure,
the reason?
I'm sure most are just exploring outside.
Oh, I'm sure. They're all transgender.
The woods are dangerous.
The woods are dangerous. What are you laughing at?
They're just exploring outside. Oh, I'm sure they all are transgender. What the fuck?
didn't think any of y'all even caught that.
I mean, okay. Continue.
Anyway, so
Anyway, Caligat,
Fucked up.
pig.
It's so
In
funny.
character-wise, all these suspicions, where are they coming from? You want to try dream pastry?
I slap a gold on the fucking counter.
What flavor you want?
I want. Well, what's like a crazy flavor, like wild berry or some shit? I want that.
He wants the
It's those really- it's those what are those fucking Pop Tarts that came out when we were kids? Wild berry
Yeah, I want
Pop-Tarts?
that. I want that shit.
Well, this is like Transylvania style, so they got
Boysenberry.
like boysenberry, yeah, the
Frankenberry.
bitter northerny.
Hell yeah, boysenberry.
They have depression flavored and
Caligat?
Xanax berry.
Caligat, it is delicious. This is the best pastry you've ever eaten by far. You haven't had a pastry in quite a while since you came into Strahd's domain, that's for sure. Snacks and treats are last on people's minds usually. But even when you did, this is the best one by a long shot. You feel absolutely serene. Everything is
Oh, I'm
sunny,
sure it's gonna take me on a trip for sure.
sunny and beautiful and alive. You don't feel fear, anxiety, or despair. Everything's just great.
I'm like, Pats, man, you're all I got in my life, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yes.
Fucking.
I'm real curious about how many pills she dropped. I think she's a pharmacist and she just fucking shakes that bottle and just drops those motherfuckers in.
You're still perfectly in your own. You know, you're still in control.
This is a Ritalin Lexapro cake.
Yeah. Everything's all right.
Oh my god.
Everything is all right, bud. All right.
Everyone else that's not Caligath, you see Caligath, they get the same dreamy, sleepy-like, or sleepily, whatever you want to say, look on his face that some of the other patrons have. And the ones that don't have this look on their face look at him with great avarice and anger.
They look at me.
Yes.
Do I notice this and just kind of like, what's everybody looking at?
So
Yeah, you noticed it, but I don't know if you care.
So,
Yeah.
so the ones who are all stoned versus the ones who aren't. Are the ones who aren't? Do they look like they're more poverish?
Yeah, I mean yeah.
So that's why-
they can't
okay.
I
get
mean, I would imagine they're probably doing this as a means of escape in terms of, you know.
This is that episode of Star Trek where they, like, one planet had the drugs and they told the other planet that they needed to cure the disease, but the disease was literally their addiction to the
Yeah.
drugs they were selling them.
This is
So
Picard
you-
flute.
You do realize that was yeah. No, James, that statement was actually one of the vault scenarios in Fallout.
Mm.
And then when everyone was cured of their fucking drug addiction, they opened up a door and it was full of fucking drugs.
Oh my god.
Yep. Some people tried to hold out, but they just couldn't. They're stuck in a ball with drugs. What are they gonna do? Yeah, James, you see people who can't afford the dream pastries necessarily look at you with great jealousy. You're like, whatever.
How,
Well, I went for Hector and see if he tastes people in it.
oh god. Oh god.
He doesn't have any special abilities, unfortunately.
I happily stumble over to one of the people with the frowny faces. I'm like, what's wrong with your frowny face?
Hey Hector, man.
And
Does
I
it smell
try
good
and
to you?
poke
Smell
them in the
familiar?
face to make them smile.
Kind of slap your hand away. It's like, well, you let me borrow gold. I'd feel a lot better.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm broke after that fucking expensive ass pie, but it sure was good.
Go away then.
How many pies are left?
She's got quite a few, like 7.
7? I'm gonna buy the rest of them.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
I knew this shit was coming.
Yeah.
That causes a bit of an uproar.
Oh my
oh.
god!
Let me finish. I'm gonna
And then
buy
he's going to distribute them to everybody else.
exactly. actually no.
No,
I'ma
he's
buy
then
all of
pull
'em.
away.
I'm gonna walk to an empty table and set them down, and announce first come first serve and jump the fuck back.
Yeah, everyone's going to kill each other. That's awesome.
Okay, well, hold on. Real time here. You say, I'll take all of them. And then everyone who isn't on the effects of the dream pastry stands up and says, hey, no! Well, I've got that one reserved. You can't do that.
Well, by the
It's
way I
like
see it, if it was
four cookies.
reserved,
I'll see your name
you'd
on
have it
it.
already,
Hey,
but you
hey,
don't.
hey, wait. Can I respond? Do I have an opportunity to
Yeah, people are
respond to
just
the?
yelling now.
Okay, I wanna fucking stand up, being that I'm a big motherfucker, and I just wanna like fucking like scream, growl at everybody in this motherfucker to get him to calm down.
Okay. So one way, I suppose. Give me an intimidation.
Clear
All
stands
right.
up. He says, "Pies on the menu
Oh wait,
tonight,
no, I'm
boys."
breaking out the real dice for this shit. My good dice.
Real dice.
I'm fucking
Like, hey, you
serious,
can't eat
man.
our pastries. And then some crazy guy gets on the table and it's like, roar! What the fuck?
That's the plan. Let's see if it works.
I'm like, it's all good, brother. Don't let it get.
You said intimidation? That would be a 25.
Oh my good lord. Uh,
My
yeah.
beautiful dice. Thank God I found them. I missed you, babies.
Yeah, he found them last weekend.
Yeah, they were in the fucking girls' room.
Yeah, I didn't want this to be like a heroin episode. You know, it is a drug. You know, let's get that out of the way. Um,
No,
but
I'm the CIA. Let's do this shit.
these people aren't strung out like addicts or whatever. They're just like James. They all have their faculties. So when you jump on the table, you got your big ass fucking weapon, and you scream, "Calm down!" Everybody, you know, like, okay, I don't want to get my head chopped off. I'm gonna calm down.
Good.
Uh, yeah, Ixalan, there's 6 of them. They're just 5 or 6, 6, whatever. You can get 6 dream pastries. 6 gold.
All right.
Uh,
I'll take them.
as the tavern keeper is handing them out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She pushes 1 gold back and says, well, this one I'll keep for myself.
All right, fair enough. Hey, look, I'm not here to judge. Cool, whatever. Fuck it.
Says, excellent, thank you.
I look at her and I go, "Madam, you partake in your own pastries."
um,
Can't be dipping into your own stash, lady. Don't you know the fucking first rule of dealing drugs?
No, Dad did that all the time. It didn't matter. So
says
I'll walk.
we all eat the dream pastries here. It's the only escape from Strahd's domain.
I walk over to where Claire is, and I individually set all 5 down on the table, and I step back. I just walk
I
back.
pull out my mace.
Don't you just fucking
Are you
like cut
guarding
them
them?
into pieces and share them with everybody? I mean, like doesn't
No,
that...
I slam my mace down on the main counter, like the bar, and I say, "You know how I escaped Strahd's domain? I kill it." And then I laugh, like,
God, fuck.
Someone in the back's like, that's not an option for most of us. I only have a break.
What a dick.
All I got is a spray cooker. Come on, help me.
You know what? Instead, I'll stand there. First 5 people that can steal one from me get it.
Several men do get up at this challenge, and are going to try to sort of bum rush past you to get to them.
I'm also going to fight the men that are going after the pies for a pie myself.
God. It's how big are these fucking pies? Like, are they not big enough to like spread amongst everyone?
They're like cinnamon rolls, you know.
What are you talking
so-
about?
Oh,
They're
okay.
What are you
sweet
talking
rolls.
about? I could scarf a pie down in like 3
No
seconds
one's
flat.
talking about your big ol' ass. Fucking eating a whole. I know how many pies you can eat, James, Mr. 2.5 pies.
They could even be half onion. It wouldn't stop a motherfucker.
It's true. That's what's fucked up about that. He's done it. I've
It's
been
like
there.
it's like
witnessed
McCain's
it.
order. It's like, give me all the chicken you have.
All of the chicken that you have.
Maybe you didn't hear me.
How are we gonna do this? So, James, you are the physically larger man. They don't know your individual skills and talents. They're just making a snap judgment. 3 of them, Ixalan, are gonna try to bum rush through you. They're not like
I mean, I was
This
gonna
is-
say they would have to try to sleight of hand me.
I think Jam's kind of messed
Put it
that up
on
a
the
little bit.
table, all right?
It's getting a little panicky. We're not at World War Z zombie levels just yet. They're just
yet.
kind of getting up together and rudely trying to shove past you, as well as you, James. Give me. Well, how do you want to respond to that?
Let's do. You want to do it like this in initiative order?
I was gonna.
I love that we're
It'll
spending
depend
our
on what you
D&D
want to do.
session beating up
Just roll.
strangers
Just roll
over
there, and just
hallucinogenic
roll like
pies.
roll them with like 5. 5 initiatives, but they all go at the same one.
Well, I was gonna see.
I feel like this is a jellyfish V2.
If you were just gonna crashing wave against them, it would just be a grapple check, basically. But if you were gonna get fancy with it and do something else, I'd have to hear what that was.
I cast daylight.
Okay. To what end? On what surface? What
You're
thing?
not fucking Tien, man.
In the middle, in front of everybody, I cast daylight. They've never seen daylight, ever.
They had. Well, yeah. I mean, it's been a while.
I
These people have
scream
like
rhombus.
these people, like half of them have been born in a lightless world. They're gonna shit themselves.
Okay. What about you, Ixalan? What are you doing?
I mean,
3 men. It's kind of gotten a little out of hand. It's getting to riot levels of people, just yelling and screaming at each other. 3 men are walking with purpose toward you, intending to stiff shoulder you out of the way and grab the dream pastry.
Yes, they're going to stiff shoulder you. As...
It's their
how do I
shoulder.
wanna
They're
do this?
stiff.
Stiff arm is. I don't think they'll stick their whole arm out. They're just gonna bump you out of the way.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna stare him down and try to intimidate him.
Okay, give me it.
But you just said they could have.
Yeah, but I also said they gotta get by me first. That's a
That's what,
21.
they also gotta get by each other, so they're in a hurry. What'd you roll?
21.
Yeah, with your face and your fucking geared the fuck out. These guys are in like cloth robes. I mean, cloth clothes. They're just farmers. Destitute doesn't even describe fully, And
We're like
you're
frat
just
boys playing keep away.
you unfurl your coat, and it's just daggers and blades, and this is from this enemy, and this is from that enemy, and they all kind of suddenly stop and rethink their strategy. For James, you cast light. The 2 that were approaching you step back from it, expecting pain and something to happen, some wizard spell attack from them, and they give it a wide berth, staying far away from it, but also sort of dazzlingly staring at it.
It's a 60-foot radius sphere, so it literally like engulfs everything.
The whole fucking tavern looks like a lighthouse.
Yeah. Okay, they're blanketing their eyes.
I don't
in
think I
horror.
have a choice as to how big it gets. That's just how big it is.
Well,
That's
you
what I
have
told her.
thoroughly caused chaos within this place.
I've done my job.
What do you guys want to do about this?
I go for one of the pies, Garrett. What can I say?
Okay. The effects are redoubled. You eat it, I assume.
I eat every pie that I can.
Holy shit!
You
Unless
gonna You
I
eat all
literally
3
eat
of them, huh?
7 pies.
God,
oh
James.
god,
Good
they're not very
thing for,
big. It's easy to do.
Yeah, good
Unless
thing for
Ixalan
you.
stops you.
Yeah,
I will
because,
like one hand strong arm these peasants away from my pies.
Yeah, you can probably
Not-
one bite them.
Nah, dog. I let you get 1, and the other 4 I hide.
Jesus.
I thought you bought 7. Oh no, you bought 6.
No, I bought
Oh.
6, but I
Ten.
bought 5 because Barkeep kept 1.
Exactly.
Okay.
James,
Well,
you
that happens, and I tell them I ate them all.
So how do you want me to do that hiding roll, Garrett? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I still won.
Usually players don't roll against players. They kind of RP it out.
Well, that
you
doesn't
know?
mean I wasn't hiding them anyway because light dissipates. Where's the rest of them? I don't know.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just turns into a circle jerk of initiative rolls. And
Yeah.
I punch you. No, I punch you.
I mean that sounds fair, I guess. James, unless you want to do a perception.
Fuck. Let's do it.
It's gonna be low.
Yes, realistically, probably not. With the blinding light and your
It's an 18 total, but
It's an 18 total. I rolled a nat
yeah.
20.
Yeah, all right.
That's what's like I'm gonna win regardless.
well, usually we just RP it out, but for this instance, you know that kind of tips the scales. But Jams, you grab one, you eat it. You're in the euphoria. You definitely don't notice Ixalan stealing the rest of them. The other people in the bar are about the same. I'll give them a chance. They physically cannot roll high enough. I'll see if any of them get a nat 20 just for the fun of it. No. Yeah.
At this point,
I relish
Calgath
the
is-
idea of a peasant nat 20 punching my jackass character in the face.
Just for the fun of it, but none of them did. So you hear this, like the light is going. Are you going to dissipate it anytime soon?
Yeah, sure. I'll turn it off.
Um, once people, get their hands away from their eyes, they see all the dream pastries gone. You hear a resounding like, "Oh, fuck, no!" You know, that the resounding crowd reaction, and the stares have turned hateful.
I tell them, look at what she's done to you. This lady has taken your pies from you. And from me. Let's get her.
God, James.
She's the.
Good night.
Whoa! I don't make them. I just sell them. I promise.
Good night. I love you, ladies.
Who makes them then, bitch?
The town baker.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Where does he live?
Do you know the Muffin Man? He's busy fucking chopping up kids.
Hold on. What was her name? Sure.
I'm saying all this with a freakish smile on my face because I'm high as fuck.
Yeah, you have way too good of a mood going on for what you're saying.
Like at this point, Calgath is the token granny who hits all the fucking like, does the fat rip, hits the bong, does the fucking ass,
Oh yeah.
downs a beer, all in one breath.
Yeah. She backs up at your intimidation, your intent to harm her. She says, No, I don't make them. I just sell them. I have a relationship with the baker here. Her name is Marigoth.
She and I smile.
What exactly is
I
your
smile
relationship with
oddly.
the baker, Marigoth?
I smile oddly and I say, she and I are about to have a relationship as well.
She says she bakes these amazing pastries and I sell them. She lets me have some. That's all there is to it. You don't have to get involved.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me she lets you have them for free, and you don't question that?
As long as I sell them, she
Oh
gets the
my
gold, I get the
God.
pastry.
It's a really fucked up deal you got going on.
I look at her and how long until the effect wears off?
Originally, well, you don't need to know that. It's pretty fast.
Okay, so am I feeling the fleeting
Originally, James is like, I've had
Crash.
13 fucking
you
pies.
get a hit of euphoria and then kind of relaxed, more. It kind of removes the fear from you. That lasts longer, but you do. Now that like dopamine hit is gone, some time has passed. All the yelling, all the hubbub, all this crazy stuff going on. So some time has passed. Once you sort of come down from it, you really want another pastry, James.
Oh my god.
Just throwing it out there. Nothing so much so that it's controlling you, but god damn, if somebody ordered a pastry, you'd be happy.
Can I roll like Constitution roll or something to resist the addiction?
We're all gonna
you're
go to
listening
sleep,
right
and we're
now,
gonna
you're
see him
okay.
outside the inn with a sign that says "We'll suck dick for pie."
Like Bob Saget.
I'm gonna say if you sell another pie, I'm coming back to burn your tavern to the ground.
What gives you the right? You don't even live here.
I just like burning things, bitch. What's wrong with you?
I'll say, who the fuck is gonna stop me? And then I kick her door out and I leave.
And then I punch her children in the teeth and shit on her table.
We go into the Muffin Man.
How is it every single game we do something fucking stupid?
Is there
so
a
fucking
is there
stupid.
a Muffin Man?
Irina and Hector stop you.
Mm.
Both look concerned.
What do they say?
Well, they both go speak at the same time. They didn't think of this. They both had wanted to do this. They weren't working together. They interrupt each other, but both of them say about the same thing. It's like, Calgath, are you okay? Who is this helping?
I don't think you need any of these pies.
It's helping me.
I look at him with like crazy eyes, and I'm like, I just pies.
I just need them pies, baby.
I just want the pies.
Irina and Hector look to the rest of the party, Ixalan, Galir, with great concern.
I'm gonna look at Hector and be like, I told you there were things worse than werewolves.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this now that Calagath is kind of the unhinged variable in our group. Sometimes we just can't control what he does, and it works out in our favor.
Hector says, he doesn't actually hurt anyone, though, right?
No. See, he doesn't hurt anyone. That's
No,
me.
it's the other two that do
Yeah.
the murdering.
That's me and Clear that do that.
All I've killed this entire campaign is like a horse.
What's that Walking Dead like RPG game where it's like Hector will remember this?
You talking about the chapter ones made by Telltale?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Hector will remember this.
Hector will remember that.
It's like, they both have some concerns about you, Calgath, and they're watching you from afar. What are you doing?
We fast travel to where she told me the baker lives.
Okay.
And I can just imagine James literally leaving the shop and just fucking full sprint running.
Unless the baker is in fact at his bakery.
I imagine he probably lives in.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the same place, but
Yeah, they just mentioned the windmill. You assume it's the same.
okay.
That would make sense. The windmill will help grind grain easier, actually.
Are there a bunch of junkies outside his house? Like, please.
No, but
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. There's some guy.
How the fuck could you tell? It's never
Still-
daytime.
still evening-ish. Not evening, afternoon-ish.
Yeah.
It's a little brighter than night. Like night is inky blackness, but daytime you can. It's a gray. It's a dour gray. You know?
No. It's 3 a.m. Some guy's coming home drunk from the bar, and his wife's asking if she can smell his dick.
That's exactly what I was thinking was happening.
But will she put out?
That's what I picked up on when you said that.
It's 3 a.m.
3 in the morning. Something going on.
No, it's 3 a.m. She won't put out.
Honey, did
go
you
make
eat
out with
the
her
dream
friends.
pastry? It makes me forget how scared I am.
Why aren't you? Why do you have them? Some guy with a bunch of weapons bought all of them.
Walking through town again, it is a far cry from Valaki, which is one of the larger towns that you had just left from. No big palisade walls protecting the town. It's kind of just a loose conglomeration of buildings. Some farmsteads, some cottages, but a lot of gypsy camps dotted here and there. Most keep a watchful eye on you. Gypsies have their own language and are mostly seemingly hostile toward you, telling you, leave me alone. A few do try to lure you in with card games and promises of fortune telling, but otherwise seem pretty xenophobic. If you want to
I
stop.
yelled, your words fall upon deaf ears. I am only here for pie.
You meet a few others like you along the way, Calgath. Some a little farther out in the dream pastry experience, who either seem a little too happy for the land that they're in.
There's a guy with a pie in his mouth. And he's trying to light it with a lighter.
He's got a spoon hanging out of the pie.
Getting to the windmill. It is a very large windmill, though not moving. It is on the hill, on one of the sides of town. Despite its decrepit nature, like most things, it is taken care of.
Sure, like the wealthiest mother, all the money leads here.
The large oval-shaped doors are open, and
Oh, damn it.
I guess you guys are just walking in, right? I mean,
Is
that's
there
what.
is there like a cartoonish scent that's like going right up my nose, like it's this nice little stream, and I'm floating while I follow it?
Not at the moment.
Mm.
Not at the moment.
No need to find a paper trail because the paper trail is easy to find whenever it's a luxurious fucking windmill.
You enter Kelgath.
I do.
Um, the large oval-shaped doors are open, and you can see a very unfortunate-looking woman hard at work kneading dough. Her misshapen, hunched figure is almost painful to look at. Making no hiding, you just walk in, you know. She notices you, of course, and greets you warmly. She says, "Hello, hello, welcome to Marigrath's Bakery. How can I help you?"
I'll say, are you the one that makes the pies?
Are you the one?
She says, "Technically, my mother makes them, but I help."
I pull out my mace and I say, "What's that secret ingredient?"
Um,
It would be
Just-
secret if I told you.
She says, "Well. There is a secret, but it's not really a secret. Uh, you can probably see from my appearance, it's no secret. My bloodline was cursed by a witch long ago, and while it makes us like this, I hope it isn't too offensive to your eyes. We do have a little bit of magical power we can put into the dough to make our pastries particularly delicious."
I guess as like a magic user, that doesn't make me as suspicious of her necessarily.
Mm.
I'm not like a witch. I'll kind of lower my guard and say, uh, I need to speak with your mother.
Garrett,
James has become the Karen of the group. I need to speak with your manager.
Garrett, there better not be a redheaded half elf on that bitch. There better not be one.
A redheaded half elf. It's gonna be a fucking hobbit.
There's no redheads allowed in Strahd's land.
I yell, if I were pitched, this place would already be in flames.
Well, stepping back a second, seeing the windmill, you see that the center where you're at, the first floor, has been converted into a large bakery. The turning pin of the windmill in the center, the huge circular wooden section of it, is used to hang all sorts of cooking utensils, devices, as well as a large brick oven that takes up most of the side of one room.
Is there some dick cranking a music box in there?
The oven emits warmth, and you can smell the fires getting started for presumably some baking.
You can smell what the old lady is cooking.
There's all sorts of jars of ingredients, condiments, and all sorts of things everywhere. Saying to speak to her mother, she says, "Well, she's not here at the moment. She'll be back soon, though, I'm sure. Can I interest you in some pastries?"
Let me. I'm gonna do my own resistance roll here. I really want to.
How
What?
bad?
You really want one?
I tell her I really want a pie.
She claps her hands, says, "Excellent, excellent, excellent. My last batch isn't perfectly fresh, but they're passable. I promise you."
Is there like a door or a room she's retrieving stuff out of?
No, big open center room. They're
Wait,
just kind of they're like on the. She
I'm
says,
gonna look at
back
her
of
and
them.
say, I thought you said your mother made the pies.
Oh, we have plenty in reserve, of course.
Well, I think it's because you're lying your fucking ass off.
So
I'm like, listen, Kalir, we've got pies here. There's nothing to be concerned about.
I
What's
asked her.
funny about this is that James is like this in real life about strawberry pies.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
if there's
So-
strawberry pies, he'll like, look, Megan, I'll whatever you need me to do, I'll get you those. You just give me those pies and we're good. And I'm like, God damn, James, you need to calm down with this shit.
So I'm gonna
Every
ask
year
her.
he does this. This is very normal behavior for
It's true.
James.
He
So
did it like
falls
what,
into
4
this
months ago?
perfectly well.
You ever go to Strawn's while you're in Shreveport ever or in the area?
What
Nah,
is it?
man.
They're famous for their strawberry pie.
Really?
I have a hard time believing anyone's strawberry pie tastes as good as the strawberry pie that our family makes. Mainly because
Our,
it's
our fucking pie is
not.
on the Jello box.
It's
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 just
not.
good.
No, it's just unreasonably good shit. That's the reason why I say that.
We'll say Strawn. If you like a strawberry heavy strawberry pie, Strawn's fucking destroys the pie with strawberries.
Mm.
We'll make you a strawberry pie. How's that, bro?
Well, James will eat it first.
No, we won't. I'll make 6 of them. He'll have 5. That's enough.
I'll have to remember this. James will remember this.
So I'm gonna ask her if she's thought up a name for the company, and if not, I wanna suggest it be called
What?
Little Pizzas.
Little pieces.
What's the fucking company from Rick and Morty or whatever?
Are you talking about no Big Rico's?
No. That's Night Vale, bro.
Yeah, but
Uh,
Big Rico's
I'm
does
not
a
talking.
slice of pie.
I'm not talking about Big Rico's. I'm talking about fucking the guy with the little face. He's like little somethings.
Is she serving us those pies, Garrett?
Yes. Several things are happening. You guys are talking. As Lear and Ixalan talk about names. She's talking while moving. She's like, "Oh, we haven't thought about making an official company. We're just trying to help out the town and get enough profits to, keep ourselves going. That kind of thing." She's just explaining she's not really starting a restaurant kind of sort of thing.
I'll be smacking on them pies.
As she lays out 5 pies for each of you. And
So
give me a perception.
5 pies for each of us.
No. The 5 characters
total.
getting a pie each.
Oh, I was like, God damn, lady, how many
Yeah.
fucking pies do you have in here?
I actually got a really super high perception. I'm 20.
I was about to say you got really super high. What?
Are the rest of you partaking in these pies?
No,
Fuck no, I'm not eating those pies, man.
I'm just
not
gonna look
crazy.
at the pie,
Hmm.
and I guess with my 27, I'm not gonna fucking touch that pie.
I
I'll
would
sit
like
with,
to
I'll
say
sit with the other two, and I'll lean over to John and Patrick, and I'll be like, "You guys check out the upstairs while I handle business down here."
I'm
He wants those pies.
I'm gonna actually pretend that I'm eating the pies, and
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the lady and be like, hey, so
Crazy about them children.
you guys seem like you really do care about the community since you're making these pies for all these fucking people. You
These
crazy.
fucking people.
What do you know about all of these kids going missing?
That's crazy.
Getting ahead of ourselves because a few things happen. Firstly, Jams,
The pies are explosive.
you step up and immediately go to ravenously take a pie. Looking around though, there's a bunch of crescent moon-shaped windows all over the place. There's like 3 down here, kind of equidistantly spaced in the oval that is this room, and presumably more up top. If you see, you go up there. But in one of the windows, a raven. It squawks loudly with its throaty, deep, sort of unnerving raven's voice that they
Wait,
have.
Do we know
Me
in
or
character
James?
or just out of character about the Ravens?
Wait, is it talking to me or James?
we know
Because
in
James
character.
wasn't there when we did all that shit.
I was technically gone.
No, you weren't.
No,
you were
you
gone.
not there.
You guys didn't tell him about the werewolf. Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
We
I mean,
told him about it.
I was
Wasn't-
told about the Were Ravens, but that particular week
He's too encapsulated by them high pies right now.
Yeah, he wasn't there. He was there, but he wasn't there.
All right, fine. I rolled it at disadvantage. I do not notice the Raven.
Wait, am I supposed to roll?
I think. Well, you guys are less incapacitated than I am.
Yeah.
I'm not even eating the fucking pie. I ain't doing that shit.
I would have to say those two are being quite more observant than I am.
That would be a 18.
Sounds good
Sure.
enough to notice that Raven.
There's not a lot else going on. You look up and you see the squawking, the almost human, uncanny valley musings of a raven. It's folding its wings quickly, squawking quickly, mostly towards James as James goes to devour this pie.
I'm gonna grab James's arm as soon as I see the raven, and like real tight to keep him from putting his fork back in his mouth or whatever. And I know it's a tough thing to do. Do I need to take like a fucking strength check or something on James's crazy ass?
You two will have to debate that.
I will roll charisma for keeping composure. Well, that's a 9 plus 6. That's 15. That's decent. That's decent.
That's a 20 on being able to keep your ass in check.
Okay. Well,
No.
I'll just kind of notice. I'll look at you and just kind of look forward, like, fuck.
Not
I
for
find
me.
that
Not for me, dog. I'm just gonna.
And I'll nod up at the Raven and kind of whisper to him and be like, "You remember what we told you about the Ravens?"
As you're brotherly fighting, Argorath takes a butcher's knife and flings it at the Raven. You see the Raven try to go back at the last second. The butcher knife flies out the window. You don't see what happens to either of the items.
I don't have any. I can't respond to the butcher knife being thrown.
I don't think so. No.
Ah, I want to save the birds.
She says, "Oh, those damn pests! They defecate in the flour. They squawk all night. I hate them. Sorry to be interrupted.
All right,
Please
I sneak
enjoy
out.
your
I
drink."
look down at my pie and I say they defecated in the flour.
Hey man, it's medieval times. You gotta roll with that.
It's medieval times,
well-
baby. You got to eat some shit.
While that's happening, I sneak out.
Okay. You were in the room with them, so you're just gonna leave, like head out the door.
Yeah. Whenever they threw the fucking knife, that's whenever I leave. That's my chance.
Do you sneak out or do you just blatantly like, I'm gonna go take a smoke break?
No, I dip the fuck on out like I, was leaving a sorority house after drinking all their beer. And
I was about
fucking
to
their
be
moms.
like, after what happened? A lot of shit
It's a
happened.
very
at the
specific
sorority house.
occasion that I've never heard anyone talk about doing.
Well, it's a big empty room. Not empty, but it's a big flat room. It takes like 2 seconds to throw the knife, and she gets right back to you. So she's like, "Oh, leaving so soon? You gotta try the blueberry. It's to die for."
Mm,
I
I'm
look
not
up and I'm
really,
like, what did you say, bitch? No, I'm kidding.
I'm not really into pastries myself, but thanks.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, I prefer other things.
Ew.
I, for one, care less for them.
I go and after we all say that, I say, "The bird's fucking back again." And when they turn around, I'll misty step outside.
Okay. Give me a persuasion, I guess. Not a deception.
Hey, look!
Yeah, look behind you.
Look behind you.
15.
Let's see. Does she fall for the oldest trick in the book? Oh, she does not. So, well, I'll I'll seal up those windows sometime. It's no problem. So, anyway, what brings you to our fair town? Hmm?
Well, we heard something about some missing children. Being that you seem to care so much about the village, have you heard anything? Is there anything you can help us with in terms of finding these children? Getting
Oh,
them back
that
to their
is
loving
a
parents?
shame. That is such a shame. But it's just dangerous times we live in. Any kids that go playing in the woods or down by the river are susceptible to get grabbed like that. I mean, I certainly can't help uh, wrangle them. My body is a bit broken, and
Oh, we understand. Well, one of the things we really enjoy as a group of very very worn
Gifted.
adventurers is we just love fucking murdering the shit out of somebody who would hurt a kid. Just fucking I can't wait to cut those motherfuckers' throats. Are you sure there's no one around that you could maybe just point us in the direction of? Because murder, although it is bad sometimes, sure is fucking fun.
It sure feels good when you're doing it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
You should you may know about it. Do you know anything about murdering people against their and nothing?
Nothing. Nothing.
she leans in conspiratorially. Um, she says, "Well, there's one person I'm a little suspicious of. he always watches them, and harasses us when we sell our wares and give them to the barkeeper. His name is
Them? Are you racist?
He is a drow.
I think he was a fisher, and now he just does nothing but drink and squander himself all day. If you were to check anywhere, I would go with him.
Ah,
His name is
interesting.
Blaine Guileless.
Blaine, like David Blaine?
Yes, he's a wizard.
Does he know card tricks by chance? I've heard those are the evilest of all.
We go back to the tavern. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
If I need to ask you any more questions, is there any way that I can find you? You and your mother seem to be such good, wholesome parts of
Close.
the community. Really, just want to make sure that if I can find you,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we live here. We bake when we can, and when the tavern keeper says that they have run out of pastries, we deliver them some more.
do you
That's
often
great. Which
leave?
floor?
What's your sleeping habits?
What's the combination to the storage unit?
You bitch.
I feel like calling her a bitch would really be like the cherry on top of the shit. Bitch, we know you're eating people. You might as well.
Are we leaving? Are we going to check out this guy, David Blaine? We're going to check out David Blaine.
I want to say I'm gonna go check out this Wizard Blaine, and I will.
Garrett's like, I regret telling you
Just put
guys
the guy
any
button.
name character ever.
I don't know. I just tell her, whatever we find, we'll make sure to come back and talk to you about it.
Oh, certainly, certainly. Sometimes, we have rest days as well, but um,
And what
I'm
days
sure
are
I'll see
those?
you again.
Pull out a notepad.
Detective. Subtle facial clues.
And I guess we'll I guess we'll head back to.
We're gonna go
We're
find
gonna
David
go back
Blaine.
to them to some get the fuck out of here for some. I mean, it's up to you guys.
If we
I'm done
fucking get
torturing old
there,
ladies.
if we get there and David Blaine says he knows this guy named
Fucking
Chris,
David.
who's a
I
new
hope to
fucking
God
wizard,
he offers me a card. That's all I want, Garrett. Please.
God,
Why?
okay. I need to start naming them like A.B or something. Two
Fucking
letters.
name's
Can't do
dumb.
anything with it.
we're gonna get there and it's gonna be like, yeah, I don't know this guy, but he's really good at blowing your fucking mind.
Yeah, don't make the mistake of giving them acronyms for their names because that'll just be even worse.
I'm just
Because
gonna go like
AB
Chinese
turns into
royalty.
anus bitch real fast.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, Chinese royalty names from now on. This is
All right.
Huang Ya Qing. Come with that, you fucks.
You jerk a king.
Let's go. Let's go visit Sir Blaine.
Well, you're still in town. This is all in town.
Oh, okay. I thought
quick,
they were on
quick
the.
and short
For
walk.
whatever reason, I thought they were on the outside of town or something.
The outskirts. It's a small town, but the windmill is on like a hill, outskirting the town. It's a very short walk. You just want to go back to the tavern, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We can.
There's
can ask
people.
them.
There's gypsies around. There's little encampments. There's people on the streets. Going about their day. Town is kind of like. I mean, the tavern's the town center ish. So a lot of options.
Okay. I guess we'll go in the tavern and we can ask the people there if they know anything about the wizard.
Sure. Hasn't been that long since you left. The tavern is kind of picking itself up. Well, they have.
Oh God, they're back.
Yeah, it's like you're an audible like, oh no, when you guys walk in from
Could have
everyone.
brought some of the pies. We could have gotten these people to do all kinds of shit.
Could have. Who are you gonna ask?
Wait, what?
Who
What am I
are you
gonna
going
ask?
to ask? Just anyone.
Well,
Other names, I guess.
I'm kind of curious. Do you think the what's her name? The bartender, the barkeep. Do you think she's the kind of person who would tell us, or is she like, does she?
You
Is
don't
someone telling the bartender that they really did it this time?
You're a terrible person. You'd be ashamed of yourself. Uh,
Did
Jesus.
they
Dang.
break their parole to have a good time?
So, so, I guess I'll ask the bartender. Yeah.
um just oh no. What do you want now?
I'll hold my hands up and be like, look, we don't want any trouble. We went and visited your friend, and she said that we should go visit someone named Blaine, who, um,
May or may not be a David.
yeah, we don't know, we don't really know much about them. We wanted to ask if you could perhaps point us in the right direction.
Blaine. Blaine who?
Uh,
Is
I have
the
no idea.
He's an
Blaine
old
Guileless was what she told me.
he's
The
an
old
old
what?
he's an old drunken fisherman.
Oh, okay.
They told you his name was Blaine Guileless.
Guileless. Okay, well then, yeah, there.
Answering her, in character, I assume. She
Yeah.
says, Blaine Guileless. That I don't know anyone by that name.
Hmm. Well, are there any fissures in the village that could possibly guide us in the right direction? And I don't mean like crevices if you get my drift.
Uh, let's see. She's like, uh, hey, Mikkel, you were a fisherman, right? Someone stands up, walks over, very warily, giving you guys a wide berth. Says, yeah, I used to be. What of it? She's like, do you know anyone named Blaine? Blaine Alris? Um, kind of looks you up and down and says, maybe for a dream pastry I did.
Uh,
I look at
I'll,
John and I'm like, I know you hid those pastries, muff.
I'll nod and say I get it. How about instead I can give you information on how to get all the dream pastries you want.
All the dream pastries I want. Give me a persuasion. I'm
James,
some kind of esoteric deal.
don't you be assuming what I'm gonna fucking do with these pastries, bitch.
I'm not talking about your pastries,
I
bro.
said James.
That's a 7. I'll
He's like,
give you
that is
all
the
dream
shittiest
pastries you
deal I've
want.
ever heard
How
in my
about
life.
shut up and give me a dream pastry?
It's like, yeah, promises don't bring money in.
Okay.
Promises don't keep the boat up. That kind of thing.
Well, there aren't any dream pastries here, but I can give you the money for a dream pastry. How's that?
Money first.
I'll pull out the gold and set it on the bar, but I won't let him. I'll put my hand over it and say, "Now the information."
Is never heard of a Blaine in my life. I know just about all of them. All the fishers here.
Well, I'm not giving you the
You know
gold, you
about all the
sucker,
Blaines?
motherfucker.
I know every Blaine. No,
You know,
I know all
you know
the,
every point in existence. God damn it.
Y'all all know each other, right?
I know the fishers in this village. None of them named Blaine. Galrus isn't a family name here either.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Shit. Well, now I don't know what the fuck to ask this guy. Anybody else want to help me out here?
Are there any old fishermen that have shown any type of magical
That bitch was
tendencies?
lying to us. She gave us a fake name. We
I
going
mean, of
back to
course
the
you did.
bakery. That's what I say out loud.
Of course, James. Yes. Get all of the fucking crackheads and shit to come in here and act like they're. What do you mean? Go back to where? All right. Well, I'll flick the gold at him and be like, "If you're lying, I'm gonna murder you in your sleep." Then I'll turn around and walk off.
See another little uh watch a charisma point from Hector go down. You know, his little gauge. Like, boop. We're the good guys.
I'm gonna.
We don't kill people unless it's necessary, yo.
As I'm walking off, I'll walk up to Hector and be like, "I'm not actually gonna kill him in his sleep, bro. I'm just trying to scare him."
Then Calgath will walk by as you walk past. It's like, we're definitely killing him in his sleep.
He may not kill him, but I.
I'm gonna eat his heart. Kill him with his kids' bodies.
Good job.
Jesus Christ.
Hector's like, oh my god, what have I done?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go chain myself to the nearest tree if anyone needs me.
So I guess I'll head back to fucking. We can head back to the old bacon lady's place.
Heading back, being presumably well swindled, doors are closed.
Strength check. I want to break the fucking door down.
James beat me to it.
15.
Do you want me to go sneak around into a window again?
I mean, you could. James always destroys things first, but you're welcome to. Look for papayas.
Yeah, I'll see if there's a window I can climb up into.
Going around the back of the windmill, give me a perception check. And the 15 was not quite enough. It makes a dull thunk, but the door barely moves. It is well fastened.
That is a 22.
Excellent, you see quite a few things at once.
Naturally. Lay it on me.
One, there is a raven on the ground with a huge knife going through it. It's kind of writhing in agony. Two, there is a strange black obelisk. Nothing huge like a sci-fi or anything. It's just a big black statue that kind of looks like the Washington Memorial. You know, it's pointed at the end.
Yeah.
About
Can I
eight foot
cast
tall.
a spell at the bird?
You didn't see it yet. You're smacking yourself with the door.
Mm.
And it's about 8 foot tall and thin. It's just this statue. There's rocks all around the base of it, and the grass and mud is particularly dead and gray, in a big circle around it. And the third thing you see is a few more crescent moon-shaped windows, none of which big enough for you to slit through. They're very small. The raven was just big enough to flap its wings in alarm. Old windmill, not made to egress very easily.
I'll go over to the raven and look at it and see if. I mean, I can't. If I pull a knife out, it's gonna ultimately kill it. So I won't do that. But I'll try to see if there's any way I can keep it calm.
It's okay. I can revive it if it dies.
Seeing you, it does get a little more calm. You see a pleading look in its eyes. It's very miserable and hurt.
All right, just hang on. We got this.
Wait, so it's
And-
alive?
Yeah, and I call out
For
for one of the guys, one of the brothers to come help.
I'll go over and
I,
immediately lay on hands on that bird. Hey, baby.
Well, there's a knife still in him, so it doesn't help much.
Well, I mean,
I just say, everybody trust me. I pull the knife out of the bird.
Blood and guts kind of shoot out of it. Not shoot out, but they sloth out of it.
I cast Revivify.
Yeah, I mean,
you
definitely
vivify?
would have killed it. Is there any negative survival? I don't remember off the top of my head.
It just says you touch a creature that has died within the last minute. That creature returns to life with 1 hit point. This spell cannot return to life a creature that has died of old age, nor can it restore any missing body part.
Right. So yeah, just the time aspect of it. You have to be quick, which you are. Using the power of nature itself, you breathe life back into this little raven.
The power of friendship.
he screams, "Praise Jesus!"
It has a big, ugly scar right down his middle where a lot of the feathers were cut off as the butcher knife entered his chest, and you see the grayish, thin skin underneath. Uh, it kind of it opens its eyes in a daze, and you see the intelligent but frantic movement of its bird head as it kind of just deals with all the what just happened.
I'll say everything's all right now.
I'm gonna lean in and say, is there anything you can tell us about what's going on?
Um,
I know that it's a bird.
it's a bird.
Yeah, but like it clearly it has the ability to communicate to some degree because it told us James shouldn't eat the fucking pie.
All right, Bird, have you ever played Pictionary?
And the bird's clearly not just a fucking bird, you know?
The best thing to ask it is, little friend, is there any way to get into here?
Little friend.
It squawks defeatedly, as though saying no.
No, not without a whole lot of splinters.
It's a windmill. There's no secret back doors.
Mark forgot these bitches are
I
crazy.
mean,
It does. Ixalan, a little bit of bad news. It's an animal. It's got good smelling. It goes to like move its beak into your clothes as though it's sniffing for something.
whoa, fella, you don't want any of these.
I'm here for the cock.
It flips its feathers out and squawks that same sort of warning tone again.
I understand. Look, I'm not. These are not for us. They're not. So don't worry. They're not for anyone in this party. They're merely a bartering tool.
Needs to get high alone.
Crows
okay?
do understand barter.
Yeah. He's a smart crow. It nods its head as much as a crow can.
Crows are the intelligence of what, a 5 or 6-year-old, I believe.
Yeah. It calls
And if this
approvingly.
is a smart crow, I'd give it at least another year or two of age. That's pretty good.
Now, as far as there's no way into this windmill, we actually do have one way. But I'd rather save that just in case.
I say we
Crow.
try to break that fucking door down again.
Yeah, we start trying to break the door.
How about me and James at the same time try to smash in the door?
Crow takes a leaping fly and goes to a nearby tree and watches you warily. Watches the whole scene warily. Raven, I'm sorry, not Crow. Raven. They're almost the same.
You speciesist bastard.
Give me strength checks.
Give you what?
Strength
You know,
checks.
do y'all just want me to pick the damn lock?
I mean, why? When we can just smash the
Because
motherfucker.
I have a thieves' tool, and you're trying to break in. You don't want to leave any evidence.
Is
you
it a
can.
lock? Is it?
19!
Big wooden door with like the square. It's definitely not 2x4. What is it? 4x6 or whatever. The big block.
It's
that's
barricade
mounted
on the
indoors.
inside.
All right. Hang on. Let me.
More
what am I
for
rolling?
storms and like weather proofing in the windmill than any human
All right.
lockpicking.
James rolled a 19 and I rolled a 16.
Taking a hard shoulder into it. The old rotten wood, though usually very strong, no regular human could probably break through it. It is starting to give at the edges and get a little old and tattered. And you make a resounding crack with your shoulders, and the door wobbles a little bit, and you see a few inches peer up from above where it was sealed fairly well. You know, you can see the light from the oven from within come pour in suddenly from the hole you just made or the gap you just made. As you make progress on the door, you hear a voice. Sounds a lot like Margaret's. He says,
Sounds like
"Oh."
what?
Says like what?
Sounds like what?
Margaret.
The lady.
Oh, okay.
Says, "Oh, please stop my door. We're not open right now. Please go away."
Before we smash it again, I'm gonna laugh, like cackle laugh, and just be like, "Lucy, I'm home."
Of course you fucking would.
The Shining, where he axes through.
Bitch lied to me, man. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't play these games.
I'm gonna say you'll be opening at a later hour today.
I'm gonna call out when keeping it real goes wrong.
When keeping it real, it goes wrong.
If I let you in, do you promise not to hurt me?
Yes.
No.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure, whatever James says. I'm gonna kill you,
Caligas
bitch.
just wants them pies.
So, all right, stand back, okay?
I don't trust
Stand
her. Leave
back.
the fuck away.
I'm not
now.
even near
I'll
that
say
fucking
get the
door.
fuck away from the door, man.
This woman is about to cause some shit, people.
I've been watching them try to fuck this door for a while.
You hear a thunk. As the counterweight is moved. It's not really counterweight, whatever. The wood block is moved.
Barricade.
The door opens a little unevenly now, thanks to you. He kind of scrapes against the bottom as it's been pushed in and down with your shoulder cracks. Uh, Margaret looks just as old and decrepit as she did before as she nervously opens the door.
I'm gonna angrily push myself into the house, like aggressively shove the fucking door open.
What you so nervous for, bitch?
Just well, if you want to take my pastries, you can. Just please don't hurt me.
I'm not here for the pastries.
Where is your
I
mother?
don't like being lied to. And I'm gonna look at her with fucking like wide, furious fucking eyes.
Just well, you were asking me so many questions. I got scared. I just wanted to be
Ask
left
you
alone.
one question.
Yes, like,
She is one of the children.
Hang on, y'all are cutting out. Fuck.
No,
Fuck.
we're good.
Okay. No, it's me. It's not you guys. I'm gonna say I asked you one question. I asked you who you thought was involved in this,
no, you
and
guys.
instead of no, I'm saying I don't think I asked her a bunch of questions, did I?
We were kind of joking around with it. I don't remember, but she felt attacked. She felt questioned. I don't know.
Anyway, whatever the case,
You lied, bitch.
I'm gonna just say
How old does she look?
Ancient, like 80s. I mean, she's a crone.
Exactly.
Like 80s.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I'm
So,
gonna say
one could assume way too old for their mother to be alive still.
yeah. Well, that's kind of what I was. Anyway, so I'm gonna say I don't like being lied to. One thing that frustrated me the most was the fact that you could have given me anyone's name. You could have told me anyone and left me on a wild goose hunt, to go all over the place. But instead, not only did you lie to me, you played a game and you told me someone that doesn't even exist. You're not even smart enough to fucking lie about real people.
She puts her hands up and she's like, I'm sorry. I didn't want to get anyone in town in trouble either. I just wanted you to leave because I was worried. I didn't think you'd be back so fast and angry."
I'm gonna look at her and say, "Do me a favor and quit playing games. You're the one who knows. You know what's in those pies, and it's those children, isn't it?"
Bitch, we like Little Caesars, hot and ready to throw shit over.
She says, no, only cinnamon and kisses.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ! Oh God, your fucking spits in these pies, sweet Jesus, lady.
Only cinnamon and kisses.
I'm pretty sure that's against the FDA. God damn it.
Don't
So
eat the
no,
cherry ones.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill this bitch. Actually. I think
Oh
I'm just
my
gonna-
God! No, don't kill her. She's
Shut
one
up,
of the
James.
children.
Of all of the people
She
in
makes
the,
the
on the
pies, don't kill
planet
her.
who murders people for
Her
fun in
pies
all of our
have cinnamon
games.
and kisses in them.
No, man. This woman, when she means kisses, she's talking about kisses from her butthole. She just
Oh my
puckers her
God.
hole right on the cakes.
You think that was a regular chocolate pie? No, dog.
You think that was a chocolate pie, baby?
There's a reason why we don't eat the cherry pies.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pull out my fucking sword and I'm just gonna shank this bitch. I'm gonna stab her.
She says, wait, I can tell you, I can help you.
You can help me how? Realize my sword. Okay, I have my sword out and I am about to stab her. Like, it is inches
Inevitable.
from this bitch's throat.
She's dropped her grandmotherly tone a little bit. She kind of stands a little straighter, and she says, oh, you want to deal with Strahd? Well, you'll need information, and lots of it. I can give you some.
It's because you worship Strahd, isn't it?
She says, that's none of your business.
I'm not hearing a no.
Yeah, I'm not hearing a no, and I'll totally fucking stab this bitch in the throat.
Okay.
I don't think Hector would pose to this.
Information is valuable. Just throwing it out there. If we get too gung ho.
All
That's
right.
all.
Well
That's your
then,
character, though. That's your character.
I will push her over and I will stand on her fucking shoulder with my knife to her throat, like the tip of my sword to her neck. And I'll say, talk. And if your information is valuable, you get to walk away. Otherwise, you're going to die just like Strahd will.
The old lady starts to cream her panties at
Oh,
the
gross.
dominance.
Yes, Daddy.
You see, you see her start gathering that cream up for another pie.
You spank her.
Oh, oh, that's nasty.
She seems unconcerned entirely, especially with your blade. She's almost not even looked at it. She says, "We have to make a deal then. It's the way of the bone grinder."
The deal is that I will murder you if you do not talk. That is my deal. Take it or leave it, or you're going to die, and your old ass is gonna be fucking mulch.
I'm warning you. If I kill you here, Strahd is going to be very angry with me.
Okay.
Make a deal when it's offered.
I thought I just told you that was the deal. The deal is that I will murder you if you don't talk to me. Don't you understand the deal when you hear it? I'm
Yeah,
allowing you to live, and I'm giving you the opportunity to do so. And if you don't talk to me, I get to fucking kill you.
she's like counter intimidating you or whatever. She's counter.
I'm gonna look at her and be
cannot
like, "This ain't
stress-
Wall Street, girl.
Patrick,
We're not making
listen.
fucking. This is not a
cannot
deal.
stress
We're not
enough
making
how-
a deal."
I turn to Kalir and I say, "Do it."
I really cannot stress enough how little she fears. How little fear she is showing.
All right, so hold on. I got a question. Has she ever eaten one of her pies?
You ask her that in the middle of this?
Yes.
Just
Oh,
yes,
Willis,
sir,
kill her. No, don't kill her. Kill her. Do it. Hey,
you
have
old
you ever
fuck.
eaten one of your pies?
She's
Yeah.
like, yes, they're delicious. Anyway,
Do they affect you any?
um, they, some, they make me almost as happy as skinning you would.
Okay, so
I'm gonna look at her and be like, I'm gonna turn to James and be like, "Hey, wait, James, what is your weapon?"
It's a mace.
Oh, that's no help. Hey, John, what's your weapon?
it's a short sword.
Hey, John, cut off her left hand.
Hold on before that. I do have another question.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm never this
Would-
guy, and you guys aren't even letting me do it.
No. Hold on. I want to know the potency of these pies. The older they are they more powerful? Or do they lose their effect the longer that they're out?
No, not really. It's just
Oh, so they don't have a shelf
they're
life? Cool,
fused with
thanks.
magic,
Awesome.
yes.
Great. I cut her hand off.
Okay, so, okay.
Garrett, oh.
Things are gonna get complicated. Some crazy shit's gonna happen next time on D&D.
No.
Oh my God.
We
Get outta
definitely
here.
can't do this upcoming combat.
Garrett, can we at least see what she becomes?
Yeah,
Yeah, I should have just killed this bitch. Should have just stabbed her.
stab through her arm, which makes this kind of dull, reddish wound where her blood is all coming out and all that, completely unfazed. At that very second, two other hags materialize in the room with you, both looking very disappointed. They cackle to themselves. One looking actually ancient, like hundreds of years old, not 80, like I said erroneously. The other two looking just moderately ancient. They kind of cackle to themselves and look at you like you were fools. They kind of talk amongst themselves and they're like, Strahd's gonna be angry with us. And the other one says, yes, we can't kill the girl, but we can kill these just fine. One of them goes, Morgatha, are you going to lay there all day? She says, no, I just tried to make it better for them, but they weren't having it. And they said, oh well. Yeah.
I knew there was supposed to be.
Two
I
other
should have been allowed to stab her.
The hag family has entered.
Yeah, well, I wanted to decapitate her, but apparently
That,
that would have been bad.
it don't work like that. D and
Wait,
D. You just decapitate somebody.
well, no, I have her on the ground and my sword's at her neck. Why not?
Because it would have to
She has an
be.
HP pool.
Yeah, you would have to be able to do 3 times her HP pool
Well, I can try. That's for fucking.
in like one attack.
Well, again, I didn't know we were gonna have to fight her. I thought we were gonna have to fight her mother. So.
No, there was fighting gonna happen.
I assumed she was one of the children and she was being like all frail because she was aged from putting her
Nah.
age into the pies from
No, I
magic.
thought we were gonna have to kill her, and then her mama was gonna get all stanky on us.
Maybe we'll figure out next time on D&D.
Oh my
Yes,
god!
Like-
sir.
And
Yes, the rest of her hag family was watching from somewhere else.
Of course,